What's up, everybody?
What's up?
How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great.
The kids are back. Wow.
The kids are so back.
The kids are back. It's good to be back, dude.
Yeah, it's very nice to be back.
What you been up to?
Well,
Do you want to go first?
sure. I have a little exciting thing going on this week.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I'm going to court this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you ever been to court?
No. Jury,
Me neither.
Jury duty?
No. I got a speeding ticket, and in Long Beach, so it's like, like Ocean Parkway. It's like 35 mile an hour speed limit, and it's just an empty road that you can go a billion on, which I was doing, and I got a ticket.
Incriminating.
Yeah.
This is going to go well for you.
This will get released after.
Yeah.
after my court date on
Totally.
Tuesday.
Sure.
But I'm fighting it because it's so many points off my license, and I just don't. I can't take the ticket. Like, it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of points off my license. So a friend of mine's a lawyer. So this happened like months ago. I was originally supposed to go to court like a month ago, and but the guy, I texted my friend who's a lawyer. I got the ticket, and I was just like, "Hey man, I got this ticket. Like, I'm trying to fight it." He goes, "Send me the ticket. Don't worry about it. Don't mail anything in. Don't say not guilty. Just I'll handle it. Don't worry." So okay. So I sent it to him. He sends me a calendar invite for a date. No other information. So I was like, cool. Like, I got a call about this thing. So I'm sitting at work. My bling bling. Like, you got to. Okay. I go to the calendar invite. It's like starting in 1 minute. I go to the calendar invite to make the call, and all it has is an address and a time. And I'm like, oh fuck! I think I'm supposed to be at this courtroom. Like, he didn't say anything. I didn't know. I was supposed to.
In that moment?
In that exact second, I was supposed to be standing in front of a judge. So I text
Was the guy there?
Yeah. So I text my friend. I was like, am I supposed to be in court? He goes, yeah, you missed it. I was like, he's like, what do we do? He's like, don't worry. I rescheduled it for you. I'm like,
who's his friend? He's the nicest person ever.
he's a lawyer. He's not like, you know what I mean? He's my dad's good friend.
Okay.
He's young though. He's younger. But he's a great guy.
Sounds like a gem.
He knows.
You got him on retainer?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how much I have to pay this guy. Like,
Dude, I'll tell you a lawyer story after this shit.
I mean, there's not much. I have it on Tuesday now, and he texted me and reminded me, like, hey, like, you have to be there. But I was like, dude, like, you gotta commute. I don't think I'm supposed to be in a courtroom. I didn't know. Because now I'm picturing myself like up there, like arguing my case. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Logistics aside of when you're supposed to show up, what's your case?
Yeah, I have no case. I was
had to
doing
take
what
a
they
shit
thought I was
and you were
doing.
going fast. Like,
yeah,
what?
And I was doing it. Like, I did what they said I did.
So what's the plan?
I don't know. That's why I was like, there's no way.
What's your MO? Yeah,
I have none. I was like, oh, he goes, I'll take care of it. When you say you're gonna take care of it, I assume you're gonna take care of it. Like, I don't think.
Well, let's brainstorm. Okay, how fast are you going?
I think I was going 68 in a 30.
How fast were you really going?
That was what he got me at.
Okay.
I would usually go faster.
How many points is it?
I think it's like 6 points or some shit.
I don't even know what the point system is.
I think if you get I forget. I should know this because I
forget there's points on the license.
If you get 11, I think you can't drive. Like, you have to give your license away. So I would have more than half of the amount.
Have you ever had points taken off?
Every time I've gotten a ticket, I've fought it. But every time I fought it, I didn't have to show up. One of the times they called me, it was some lady lawyer, and it was so expensive. It was the first time I ever got a bad ticket. It was bad.
How much was it?
I was going like 80 and like a 40 or something. It was not good.
How much was it?
Like, it was like $400 or some shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like $2,000.
No, I don't think speeding tickets get that expensive.
I don't know how much it is.
I don't know either.
You're talking about points of your license? You're talking about getting your things revoked? Dude, I'm thinking we're talking big cash.
I mean, it is still big cash. Your insurance goes up. Things happen. Like, it's not good.
Right.
So all in all, it starts to add up. But I've had a few instances, never had to show up in court. So I didn't even cross
So you're
my
a
mind.
repeat offender.
Repeat. But
I'm going to be the judge. You're fucked, buddy.
As far as my record's concerned, I've never got a speeding ticket.
How many times have you been pulled over?
Probably 6 or 7.
Damn, dude. You do drive like an asshole, though.
But I've never been pulled over for driving like recklessly. I've only been pulled over one other time for going super fast, and the guy let me off. He didn't give me a ticket because I was going to a Yankee game, and he was a Yankee fan. So I got lucky. It was when I was in Jersey, though. And Jersey, the Garden State Parkway is weird. Like, the speed limit is like 55, but they won't pull you over unless you're going above 80. And I was going like 81 or 82, so I was right there.
Dude, I've gotten pulled over twice. One was in Delaware. It was a fucking speed trap. It was like 30, then 20, then 40, and I like missed it, and I was whatever. Mm-hmm. and I got a ticket that time, I was shitting my pants. Do you get nervous when the cop pulls you over?
Yeah.
Dude, I get so nervous,
The
dude.
worst part about this guy, though, like, if you get a douchey cop, you know you're getting a ticket. You're like, all right. This guy was so nice. He pulls me over. I knew I was going above the speed limit because you're not getting 35 on that road.
Right.
Like, I know I'm going fast. So he gets behind me. I left my license at Jack's apartment. I have no license on me. We had to drink the night before. I forget what. I never drink during the week, but we were like drinking the night before. So I was a little hungover. I'm never hungover going to work. So I'm hungover, no license. I had no clothes.
You didn't have your license on you?
Didn't have my license on me. Yeah. So, no clothing. Like I had to rewear. Like I was wearing like the night before.
I was
clothing.
naked.
Like all my shit was at the dry cleaner.
Okay.
So like I had shitty, like a wrinkled shirt and shit.
Yeah.
I looked like a mess. So this guy pulls me over and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's so nice. I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be okay." Like this guy's good, but he's a state trooper, so I'm like, I don't know if I can trust this guy. But he's like, "Oh, like," I'm like, "Oh, sorry, officer." He's like, "Do you have your license registration? Can I check it out?" I was like, "I left my wallet at my girlfriend's place. She's just found it. Like I don't have my license on me." He's like, "Dude, don't even worry about it. It's not a big deal. Like, chill out. Just give me." He's like, "Can I just see your registration?" I'm like, "Oh my god, yes, of course." He's so calm.
Are you hitting on me?
I was like, "Sir, I'm taken, but whatever I have to do."
I will blow you to get out of this.
I would.
Yeah.
He gives me. He's looking at it. He's like, "Dude, just hang tight. I'll be right back." Like that voice. Like, "Hang tight. I'll be right back." I'm like, "Okay." You're gonna just like. I'm thinking like, oh, if I have something pending, he's gonna give me a ticket. But if not, he's gonna let me off because I wasn't going that fast. But I kind of would. Comes back. He goes, "All right, have a good one." Just hands me the ticket like he did nothing. I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
Like, you're so calm. I feel like you're going to not give me a ticket. Like, I would have argued if you were a little annoying.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I would have been like, "Bro, I was barely going fast. That guy's going faster." Like, I would have been a dick.
Yeah.
But I was so cooperative because he was so nice. Fuck
Tough,
that
dude.
guy.
I'm rooting for you, but I don't know what's going to happen there.
I'll probably get, like, a lesser violation.
Yeah.
or something. It didn't help that I didn't show up to the first hearing.
Yeah, dude. Now you're
look.
now you're like on Dog the Bounty Hunter's watch list, dude.
Yeah. Do I wear a suit, though? Like,
Do you wear a suit though?
I feel like I have to. I can't wear, like,
Show up in a suit,
I show up
dude.
in this.
Show up in a suit
I show up in a suit. Tie? Yeah, I guess.
to get out of a speeding ticket.
I got to show up proper.
It's like you're going to work. You know.
And I'm going to have to leave work to do it. It's at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so like go to work in like dress pants and a shirt, then slap your tie on and put a jacket on.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's a hopefully they think you're hot.
Yeah. I mean, what if it's I feel like judges don't get, that doesn't happen with judges.
I don't know, dude. You're hot.
There's a judge that works out at my gym. She's like a middle-aged, like, she's in great shape. Like this black lady, she's in unreal shape. I don't want to say she's hot because she's not hot.
Yeah.
But like
she's doing well for herself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Killing
like
it.
she's doing well.
Her aura is hot.
I have no effect on her.
Right.
Like she is so mean to me at the gym. Like, and I'm not saying I'm trying to look hot to her at the gym.
Well, what are your interactions?
like-
why is she being mean to you?
Like, when older people, like she's not old, but like people who are just older,
Sure.
they have headphones in and they don't realize, like my mom, like they don't realize they're screaming at you because they have their headphones in. They're like trying to just whisper, but they're screaming.
Sure.
I was like going to grab a dumbbell and she was like just working out right in front of the dumbbell that I needed. And I was just like pointing. I was like, "You mind if I?" And she just goes, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Yo." It's like, you're standing in front of a bunch of shit that I need. I don't know. You're just standing there. Like, she's always so hot.
What a
and tight.
bitch.
She is a bitch.
Damn.
She'll probably be my judge.
Yeah,
She'll
totally.
be
I'm
cool.
joking. I don't know what she is. Yeah. I've been pulled over once and got out of it, dude. I was driving from Long Island to the Jersey Shore. I think actually to your apartment.
Probably.
And I got like rerouted. Like there was so much traffic, dude. And it was like a Friday going down to the shore in the summertime.
Makes sense.
And I was on Staten Island, dude, and there was so much traffic. And then my Waze took me on like a weird, like very weird route, and I wound up in like a national park somehow.
A national park?
Like it was like a park.
Okay.
But it was like a national park, and it was like maybe like a water tower actually, or like a museum.
Seems
it
like
was
a very
something I don't really remember,
but it was ambiguous center of like.
Yeah, it was
focus.
just like a community that wasn't housing, right?
Okay.
And I just fucking blew through a stop sign because I was like looking at my phone and trying to figure it out, and I got pulled over immediately. And the guy was like, "What are you doing, buddy? Like this is the museum, whatever the fuck." And I was like, "Oh, like I'm lost. I'm on Waze. Like it took me this way. I'm going down to the Jersey Shore." And the guy was like, "You're going down to the Jersey Shore?" He's like, what are you doing down there? I was like, well, I'm meeting up with some of my friends. Like, we're going to be going out. He's like, oh, I used to love going out to the Jersey Shore. Listen, I get it, dude. These stop signs. Like, and he just literally like let me the fuck off immediately. I was like, let's fucking party, bitch.
And then you went out so hard
Yeah,
that night.
I
You were like,
blacked out
let's
very
fucking-
hard.
That's awesome, dude.
Speaking of blacking out, dude. So, I'm going away. I'm going away this Thursday. I'm going on vacation, and listen, the first part of my vacation is I'm going to Florida with the in-laws. I'm going to Naples, so I'm not leaving the country, right? So it's been 6 months since I was on my honeymoon, and after that I'm going to Colombia. I'm going to Cartagena, Colombia for a wedding, and I think I'm gonna have a couple.
What's
I don't know. I might get drunk. I don't know.
You're gonna get drunk,
Dude,
My guy.
this is the thing, dude. This is the thing. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Bro, you're in Colombia.
I know, dude. This is
You're gonna be doing bachata and
So-
like fucking drinking.
we're there for 4 days, and me and Emily were talking about this yesterday, and I was like, when we were in Spain, like I literally got slipped. We've actually never talked about that on the pod because it was like a stand-up bit.
Oh, right.
So we never talked about that. But I literally did get slipped a drink and just rode it into the sunset, dude. And with this, it was just me and her. That was the difference. So it's like, it's just me and her. It's like we're going out to dinners and shit. We did go on a bar crawl one night and went clubbing and shit.
Obviously,
It was fucking awesome.
I love that.
It was.
Did I move that?
No, you're good.
Okay, good.
But here's the thing. It's like, now it's going to be like a wedding. There's going to be Delaware people there. It's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be a lot of things happening.
They're bubbling up.
So it's just like, listen, the reason why round one went well is because, like, I think over the last 3 years of not drinking, like when I was I've worked on, I think I had a control problem. You know what I mean? Like, like I had a vicious control problem where when I was drinking, it would just be like, let's fucking not remember it. Like the goal was to black out.
Yeah.
And when I was drinking in Spain, dude, I had a very mindful voice in my head of just being like, there's this limit here that you don't want to cross.
Yeah.
And then there was another voice just being like, more. And it was a balance, and I did it well. And
That's what always has been your problem, though, is just finding the balance. Like, when you used to start drinking, you're a competitive guy. And,
Right.
like, what would happen, the way I would watch it happen all the time
Right.
was
You were
the
there.
second it touched your lips, it was a competition to see, can I drink as much as I've drank?
Right.
Like, I'm going to drink the most. And that's where things got ugly.
Right, and I don't have that. I don't have that singular. There's like no part of this where like there's gonna be a lot of bros on this trip, at this wedding, and it's a Delaware people, so it's like that's the brand. You know what I mean? It's like people are gonna be getting fucked up, and like I don't want to get fucked up. Like that's not what I'm trying to do.
But you know who does?
Everybody else wants to.
No.
Who? I don't know.
No. Well, yeah, but you know who does want to get fucked up is that little guy inside of you who has a lot of like muscle memory around these particular people. So like there will be a point where you will have 3. It could be 1 drink, it could be 4 drinks, but there will be a point where you have a drink and your brain is like, we could black out. You know?
No, dude. That's the thing, bro. It's if I black out, I would be very genuinely upset.
I think I'd be.
I would be really.
It depends what
I
you
would be
did.
really upset if I genuinely blacked out, and it's like that's not what I'm trying to do either. You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to be an adult about this. It's like I don't even want to drink the first 2 days, and this is the fucking funniest part, dude. Is that me and Emily are talking about it yesterday? We're in Colombia for 4 days. The first thing we do, we're in Cartagena, Colombia for a wedding. It's gonna be fucking lit as hell, dude. First thing we have an entire hotel to ourselves.
Right.
Like the whole hotel is just the wedding. Which is fucking
fun.
and we all have our own rooms and shit. It's gonna be nuts. And the first night there's like a welcome party. Why would I not?
Right.
And then welcome. The second day on Thursday, we're going golfing like all the boys are going golfing at 9
Easy
a.m.
to control your drinking at a golf course.
Sure. The Fridays we're like taking a boat to an island for an island party, and then Saturday is the wedding. So
You're
this
not
is
gonna
my
have a mojito on the
this is
island.
my kind of plan. Is like I kind of want to not drink the first 2 days. Like, just do non-alcoholics. Like, I'll just be deleting fucking O'Doul's for 2 days. And then Friday's the beach party, and I'm like, all right, now I'll partake. And then for Saturday's the wedding, and I'll partake again, dude. And I'm telling Emily that, and she goes, well, you're only there for 4 days. Like, you might as well make the best of it. And I was like, you're literally the worst sponsor ever, dude. Like, dude, when we were in Spain, dude, she would just be like, I'd be like, is this fucking crazy that we're doing it? And she's like, no, let's just go out. And I would just be like, damn, bitch, you're supposed to be the angel, not the devil on my shoulder.
It's because you never had an issue of like waking up and wanting to put like Jack Daniels in your
I know.
Cheerios.
Yeah.
Like you weren't that kind of an alcoholic. It was more like once you started, you couldn't stop.
Right.
As long as you start and stop, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like Emily drinks all the time.
Right.
She never. Well, sometimes it's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's
Sometimes
not
she gets
usually
a little
a problem.
Sometimes she has 4 glasses of wine and starts getting
Dude,
weird.
like, how are you not gonna have a frozen drink on the island party?
Well, I'll say this, dude. When we were in
Come
Spain,
on.
dude. When we were in Spain. See, everyone's egging me on, dude.
No, it's not that I'm egging you on. It's just like if you're gonna have a drink, you do it. Yeah,
Right.
That's what you do.
I'm gonna enjoy myself.
You're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's the place you do it.
Let me say this, dude. When we were in Spain, bro, and I tasted beer for the first time in 3 years, let me tell you something. It was fucking delicious, dude. It was out of control, bro. I can't even... Like, the relief that came over my entire neurological system was just, like, one just big, oh, fuck, dude, legitimately. Like, I was like, damn, that is what it's like. So that's probably... I don't know if everybody resonates with that, you know?
Well, not a lot of people take 3 years off of something like
Yeah,
that.
true.
Like, that's a... It, like,
But I will say this, dude. I don't think I would do any hard alcohol. Like when we were in, so since I've stopped drinking, dude, like, unfortunately, my last drink was a White Claw, which is the fucking...
In Spain?
No. Like when 3 years ago, my last drink was actually at, Chris Sanders had us over. And we were all in the back. It was like a fucking random Saturday. There was a couple bros hanging out in the backyard. And I like wasn't drinking. I was studying for my boards for physical therapy. I was studying for my boards.
panic attack season.
And panic attack season, heavy panic attack season. And we were over there and we were like playing like fucking Can Jam. And someone was like, bro, you're really not going to have a drink? Just have a drink. And I was like, fuck it. And everybody was drinking White Claws. And it was like White Claws were like just starting.
They were cool.
And I had a White Claw. And I had drank like half of it, and I was like, I don't really fucking want this. And I stopped, and I was like, damn, I think my last drink was a fucking grape White Claw or something fucking lame as shit like that. But what I was going to say was, like, since then, dude, since I've stopped drinking, espresso martinis have skyrocketed in stock value.
The gentleman's vodka soda.
Yeah, like that was never a thing when we were just drinking Red Bull vodkas, dude.
Yeah.
And
I still drink Red Bull vodka, to be honest.
my man.
Yeah, my God.
And also Aperol Spritz was not a thing,
Healthy.
and everybody drinks Aperol Spritz.
It's
So
healthy.
I was like, all right, like I've never I had an Aperol Spritz. Like we were in Spain, I was like, I'm gonna have an Aperol Spritz. Disgusting.
What?
Fucking disgusting, dude.
What are you talking about?
I hated it,
See,
dude.
this is your
it tastes like medicine.
No. This is... Okay.
It tastes like medicine.
I know what you mean.
It tastes like medicine.
You might have had a bad one. That's possible. But your problem with booze is your last drink was in like White Claw season. Like we were of the age where we drank like Miller Lights, White Claws, and like vodka sodas.
Yeah.
Like you didn't drink like whiskey on the rocks or like fancy shit. You know what I mean? Your tastes. It's like eating chicken nuggets. It's like being 7, eating chicken nuggets, going into a coma, and now you're 40, coming out of the coma, and all you eat is chicken nuggets and french fries. Like you don't know how to eat steak and like tuna. Like
Well,
you're
that's
being
what I'm saying.
weirdo.
I think I'm a dude. I've been drinking my non-alcoholic beers, and it's like I know those limits. It's
It's a
like I don't
beer.
need to fuck with liquor, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
well, that's what it's
that's
all-
not. I'm not going down to Cartagena and having a couple of fucking glasses of whiskey on the rocks. Like that's not what's going down.
So that was gonna be my question for you. Was like
I'm strictly drinking beer.
What's your boundary? Like, are you gonna not have shots? Probably.
Not gonna have
I would say
shots.
you shouldn't have shots.
So
I would say
when we
don't
were in
have
Spain,
shots.
dude, when we were in Spain, we like on the 4th night, we were like, let's do a bar crawl. Like, let's just fuck it, you know? And we did a pub crawl, but it's also like we were traveling for 2 weeks.
Right.
And it's like when you're traveling for 2 weeks and it's like, I don't know, we were trying to like meet, you know, it's fun to like meet people traveling. And like
sure.
we kind of weren't meeting that many people travel. Like, I don't know, like we were just kind of sticking to
You're
ourselves. And,
What?
What'd you say? And we're beautiful. And we were like, fuck it, we're going to do a bar crawl. And we were like, listen, it might be a bunch of 18-year-olds, and if it is, we'll leave. But, like, who knows? And we went, dude, and everybody was our age.
That's cool.
Everybody was from, like, traveling alone or, like, from all these different countries and shit. And I became boys with this guy named Ugu from Portugal.
Love that.
And dude, he was obsessed with American culture, and he was talking.
What's American
he was
culture?
in, dude. He was in 7 fantasy football leagues, and he was talking about the NFL. I was like, dog, you know more than me. And he's like, I love the NFL, and it's like the time difference. He's like, yeah, I'm up to like 7 a.m. watching the NFL. Like he was obsessed with the NBA. He was obsessed with LeBron James. Like he was obsessed with all these American shit.
Love that.
And me and him did a shot, and when it happened,
we took a shot of.
we took it was like we were on a bar crawl, so it was like I think it was like a Sambuca shot, like it was like a free shot, and that had like the two of us did it together, and I was like, I'm not gonna do shots, but it was just the peer pressure immediately just happened.
Ugu's your boy.
It was my boy. I gotta do it. So the limits of this. What did you know? I'll come back with stories. I'm sure.
I can't wait. I hope it goes like I'm sure you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be honest.
You're
dude.
gonna be cool.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
fun
be. I'm
and
not
constructive.
This is what I've been saying is like I woke up after drinking in Spain and I didn't have like any regret. I actually had like a ton of pride and like happiness. I was just like, damn, like I really just enjoyed myself, and it was like nothing fucking stupid happened.
Yeah,
and like I didn't do anything like life threatening and shit.
Yeah,
like I didn't like almost throw my life away. You know?
Yeah, like I am very confident that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But there's a little part.
There's always a little part
that is like. It would be really funny if something stupid
if I shit
happened.
myself.
Yeah, if you like shit yourself at the wedding, it would be terrible.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, because it's a close friend that's getting married. I understand, but it would also be like, for my sake, beneficial.
Right. I'm gonna. Yeah, there's no shot that
you're gonna have a lot of support, dude.
There's literally no way it's gonna happen.
You're not gonna. It's gonna be
fine. It's gonna be good. Dude. So it is wedding season though, and my wedding season is beginning this in 2 weeks, and it's like it's back. It was I
don't even know if I have any.
What, dude? I have like 6 weddings this year.
I have one in Cali that I'm not going to. I have like none so far, I feel like.
I have
one
a lot.
that I also can't go. I have 2 that I can't go to.
Why?
One, I'm going to be away for Jack's birthday, and one, like, my family's going to go. Some shit's going on with my family. They can't go.
Why? But I was just kind of reminiscing about last year's wedding season because it's like, it's a lot. Like, weddings are, like, they're fun as shit, and I've said it a million times. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, I got another wedding this weekend, and then you go and you're like, weddings are awesome. Mm-hmm. It's always like that fucking feeling. But I was thinking about this, like, at my cousin's wedding, dude. Like, crazy shit just happens at weddings, and like weird things happen sometimes.
Like
and I was just
alcoholics starting to drink again.
Exactly. So, I was just fucking. I had this written in my notes from a while ago, but at my cousin's wedding, dude, like, my cousin Jamie, who's older, she's like 38, and she got married this year, and like, but we were on the dance floor. Like, they had a very kind of weird timing of everything, and dancing was at the very end for like an hour. They had like a DJ. It was like kind of like older. It was like, people, it was very much like a cocktail party feel. Mm. Like people were kind of like up and about socializing for a while, like a sit down dinner and then dancing at the end. So like I hit the dance and people were kind of like timid to get on the dance floor. And like at my cousins in my family, like I'm the insane one. So I was like, me and Emily are going to go rip up the dance floor and get this fucking party started. Mm. So I'm on the dance floor by me and Emily, just the two of us. My sister jumps in, like my cousin jumps in, people start joining or whatever. And people are joining. We're all dancing. We're having a good time. And my cousin has a lot of, like, she was single for a very long time. And she's like known for having she has a lot of gay friends. So on the dance floor, dude, this guy comes up to me and like everybody's vibing. Everybody's having a good time. And this guy he dances up on me and he's like really getting close to me and he pulls my tie down and he like wraps it around me and he starts like fucking dancing with me like this. And then he like literally turns around, starts like dropping. He was like dropping it. I had to like back my penis up because I was like, all right, my guy, it's like, it's all fun and games and shit, but like, I'm not trying to fuck. Chill, So he's like really getting in. I was like, this guy needs to relax. And like people, I'm not trying to fucking toot my horn or anything, but like people were like, Dylan, Jamie's cousin's good looking. Right. So I was like, all right, I'm kind of like my gaydar's getting fucking tuned up. I'm like, it's tweaking a little bit. I'm like, I'm down for a good time. I got further gay lines than most straight dudes. I'm down to get weird with gay guys. I think it's a good time, but I'm not trying to go straight up dick to butt. Right. You know, that's not where I'm trying to go, my guy.
That's usually the line.
So the next day at brunch, I was talking to my cousin. I was like, your gay friend was like really dropping it low on me. Like that was crazy. And she goes, he's not gay. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's straight. I was like, what?
So what was your feeling then?
He was gay as shit. I was like, where's that guy? He's for sure blowing someone because that guy was gay. I have never in my life felt so much guy trying to fuck me energy.
Oh my God.
Like it wasn't even close. And it
was
like I remember someone was like, cousin was like, oh, I heard like Jerry was like really dancing up on you last night. I was like, yeah, he was. Like that guy was trying to get it, like whatever. And he was like, oh no, he's straight. I was like, what's happening?
What do you mean? But like,
dude, weddings get like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Weddings get
gay. Like as far as straight guys, like we're pretty gay. As far as like when we're on the dance floor, if you wanted to make the argument we were gay, you could make it.
But also,
like, I know you
very well,
right?
And I'm down to get gay with my boy,
right? Because we're boys.
And I know those limits. But it's like you are low key like assaulting me a little bit on the dance floor.
That was gonna be my progress. I'm like, we can be like that because we're boys,
right?
If I see a stranger, I'm not gonna be that gay with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think my gay line comes real close to the chick.
Right.
Like I'm really not pushing limits gay wise.
Like if I'm on the dance floor and I see another straight guy, I don't think to myself, I'm gonna go grind on his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna go rub my junk on his trunk.
There's really a very specific way you can grind one's junk on them's trunk,
right?
Without it being gay, and it has to be in full jest.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It being like one of those.
Right,
like
right. Right.
Then you can be like,
he literally was like,
that was good.
He was like this.
Ooh, he got good hips.
Thanks.
I know. You're welcome.
And shocking. So it was shocking, and it's just at weddings, dude. It's you've been. So I was just any highlights of your wedding season? Any highlights from last year, 2022?
Any highlights
or any weird highlights? It's like
I was at a wedding. I won't use names because obviously you know all of my friends, but I was at a wedding and one of like the bridesmaids that was a friend of mine was so trashed. Honestly, everybody was trashed. It was one of those weddings where everybody's trashed, which is every wedding really. But she was so trashed, and she was
how trashed was she?
How trashed was she? Like Jack was in the bathroom, and like. It's not like guys when we're in the bathroom because you could see everybody. We're just taking a piss next to each other, right? Girls are in a thing. And she was talking shit about, like, one of the girls at the wedding. But, like, not, like, just shit talking her. Like, inquiring about her. But, like, in a really negative way. Like, I can't really explain what I mean. But
so, like, Jen's, like, a big old bitch, right?
She's a fucking whore, right? Like, you also think she's a whore? Because I think she's probably a whore. Like, that type of shit. And it was going on and on. And she was hammered. She just kept going. And Jack's in the bathroom and like, she doesn't know anybody at the way, so she doesn't even know who she's talking about.
She's in the stall doing the like pick her feet up thing, so no one knows she's in there.
The girl knew that Jack was next to her. And she's like confiding in her.
Are they going stall to stall?
Yeah, they're like she's talking like this, and Jack is just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here because like people are coming. There's like several people in the bathroom. They're not alone. That was one that was sure. I've seen people like try to grind on the bride, which was weird. I had a wedding I was at where one of the dudes at the wedding, who was a friend of mine, couldn't stop talking about how hot the bride looked. He was blacked out, but he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna use names, obviously." Yeah. He was just like, "Oh, she looks like good tonight." And I was like, "It's her wedding." Yeah, she looks good. Man. I know. How beautiful is that dress? Oh no, the dress is good, but like she looks good tonight. I'm like. And then they're like, but like, they're a beautiful couple. And like, I love her, but like, she looks like fucking hot tonight. And I'm like, like, shut up, man. And she's like, but my girlfriend like looks super good tonight, but then she's like, but seriously, like the bride looks really, really hot tonight. And I'm like, I lost all control of this. Like, dude, you need a seltzer. Like, you're killing me. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I've seen some stuff.
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some stuff at weddings, dude.
We've seen a coochie at a wedding. Like, we've seen all sorts of shit.
I've seen a lot of.
What about you, man? What do you?
Well, that was the one I thought of, my cousin at the wedding. But was there any other? I mean, it's just, when you're I've been the sober person at the wedding. I've been the high person at the wedding. So it's a very different experience.
What do you prefer, to be sober or high? I don't love being high at a wedding.
I love being high at a wedding. It just has to come at the right time.
Your wedding was great to be high at, because everybody was high.
Even my own wedding was the least.
You had a little bit of a bug out.
I did have a bug out, dude. That was, I had the hardest, like when you bomb in comedy, like it's just like you're in front of the crowd and it's just like you're just not even close to moving the needle in terms of doing something cool. And the hardest bomb I have ever felt was at my own wedding. Like, that really ate me up alive for like a good week.
What bomb? When you went on the microphone?
No.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean?
No, the last song. So like, dude, so at my own, this was brutal. Like, I am sober the whole time. I'm powering through. Like, people are starting to get tuned up. And it's like, dude, when you're the sober person and you're hanging out with hammered people, there comes a point in the night where, like, I'm sober. So it's like, I'm trying to, not that I'm trying to have meaningful conversation, but like when you're sober, conversations are just like more meaningful.
Yes.
Because I don't have like stupid, you know what I mean?
One could argue like drunk conversations get really deep though. But not
not
in a party environment.
Not in a party environment.
Right.
Late night, when you're like in your fucking bag and you're just like emotional. Sure.
Right.
I'm talking like when you're partying though. So it's like, I'm kind of just like still in like cocktail party mode where I'm just like kind of like, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? People are just like, blah! You know what I mean? It's like the contrast. So I'm just like, all right, I don't really know what to do anymore. So people are starting to get tuned up. Like the last hour of the wedding, I was like, I'm gonna smoke. I took fucking like, and it's my own wedding. It's like, when I'm high, I'm like a little bit more introverted. So I was like, I'm not trying to get fucking baked. So I took like 2 hits. That's it. Put my sunglasses on, hit the dance floor. I'm having a good time, and I leave the dance floor, and they're like, all right, this is the last song. The last song, the bride and groom, get them back on the dance floor. It's the last song. And we were allowed to pick. Like, I picked the first song. I picked our come out song. Like, we came out to Congratulations, Post Malone. Great. We had our own song, Miguel, like Sure Thing. That was our song. All the music that was played in the breaks, I picked. So I picked a lot of the music, and I picked Castle on the Hill as the last song of the thing, because I thought it would just be a fun I'm like, this is a fun sing-along.
It's a phenomenal song.
It's a really good song.
When that song started at your wedding, me and Jack was going to the bathroom, and it started as she was like slow, like taking forever to just walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
And I was like, I heard it start, and my eyes started twitching, and I needed to sing it.
It's a good, and I was like, that'll be such a good like last song that we're all just like, because it's like, every last song, it's always like, don't stop believing. It's like I didn't want it to be a fucking cliche, so I'm like, we're doing this song, right? So the guy, now I'm high, and the guy fucking brings us, he's like, all right, we need the bride and the groom, it's the last song, whatever. And they start playing, it's like, dun, 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 and it's like a kind of a long intro, and maybe I was high, but everyone also, he set it up like me and Emily were going to like do a fucking Ed Sheeran jig. So everybody made a circle around me and Emily, like that we were going to do something. So now I'm in the center circle, and I'm like, no, this is not like a dance circle situation. So, and they're playing the intro, and I swear to God, the lyrics didn't, it's like it builds up, and the chorus is fun, but when I was 6 years old, and I bumped my head, and it's like a slow fucking build up. So me and Emily are in this dance circle, dude, and we're kind of like dancing around. It's just slow. And I'm trying to close the dance circle up, and nobody would fucking jump in the goddamn circle with me. Liz texted her, we have never talked about this, but I was, Liz, come here and help me out here. And she would literally like backed out of the circle. I was like, no, just close up the dance circle. This isn't a dance circle moment. For fuck's sake, I don't need all this eyeball attention. Let's everybody just be on the dance floor. That's what, you know what I mean? Like everybody was just looking at
2 things. One,
what?
Sounds like you were high. Two, that's what you get for getting your whole party high.
I
Nobody
guess
was
so.
going to jump in there and be like, yeah. They were like, ah, no. Like, of course that's what happened.
Well, it wasn't fun for the bride and groom. So me and Emily are there, and we're just like,
Hi.
we're high as shit. And me and Emily are like, how do we fix this? And it's like, finally they start getting to the chorus, which took like a full minute, but it was just pain for a minute or two.
It is a long build.
It's a long build, dude.
But the chorus
and then
had to give you some
the chorus
release.
helped. But like, dude, even the vibes was, maybe I was high, but like it sounded like the fucking band like knew that something wrong was happening. And you know when like musicians like lose their sounds, like he went out of like pitch at some point. I swear to God, dude.
I swear to God that you were fucking high.
No,
Like,
this is
you're
real.
like, I think they were conspiring against me. Like, that's what you sound like. They were like, we're going to fuck with this
They
kid. Like,
did
that's
fuck
what you
with
sound
me, dude.
like.
And finally, the people, Jesse Trezano comes up to the two of us and goes, "Is that like a special song for you guys? Like, what's happening? Is that like a I was like, no, close the fucking circle. Close it up, Jesse. Do something. I can't do it. Like you can't dance to that song either because it's a fucking sing along. Oh. So me and Emily are like, it was brutal. I felt that. I couldn't get out of that. I honestly think this is coming full circle, everybody. I honestly think that's what led me to drink. Because on our honeymoon, dude, I was trying to suck it up. But like when I bomb in comedy, like I just feel it. You know what I mean? It's like you feel that. And I just kept getting dragged into the moment of that. Of just like that pain. Because it's like, dude, at your own wedding too, it's like Emily, the music was like my job. And the music is like a big part of the vibe. So I felt like our wedding was like one big high. Like it really felt like a blast off the whole time. Where like everybody was like in it. Like it really felt like very euphoric the full time. And then when that song happened, it just came fucking crashing down and burning to the ground. And my poor fucking bride felt it too. Like Emily... She was she just kind of, but she was like, that sucked. What the fuck was that? Like me and her left after that. And she was like, what the fuck was that? That band like really just hung us out to dry. Like it felt like she felt it too. So when we were in Spain, dude, like I was just on edge. And then it's like, we were in London. I was on edge. We were in Spain. And then when the drink happened, I was like, Daddy's backing down, baby.
Need this
one, dude.
But like, doesn't it tell you something that like when I heard the song start, I dead sprinted to the dance floor to sing and dance to that
But can
song?
I tell you this?
Because like my point is, you don't think
no one
anybody
felt
else
it.
felt that? I felt like, yes, this song
well,
was fuck.
Well, what had happened was when it was over, I fucking ran into you.
Because I was still running into the dance
and I was like, where were you?
I was like, fuck, I missed the song.
I was like, dude, and I had like a full high. I just unloaded
Jack was
what
taking a
happened.
shit or something.
And you said, quote, I sensed something was happening.
I did. I saw it.
You saw the bed?
No, I felt it. Like I told you, I felt like I needed to be there for the song. I don't know what it was.
It wasn't like you didn't feel the panic in the party.
I don't think so. Maybe when I got there, I saw your face.
Yeah.
Like it did seem weird when I got down there.
I felt like
a circle.
If I'm being honest and we're rehashing this live, I felt like I gave the whole party a panic attack.
And you're telling me that this doesn't sound like you were high. Look at all the pressure you're putting on yourself for this one song.
Well, dude, it's like, it's your wedding, so I really planned it out, and I wanted, like, dude, it's the last song of the fucking, and it was like, we were fucking, it's the grand finale. We were banging up to this point.
You know what it comes down to, bro? When you're high, now I'm not, while I do think this was happening because you were high, I'm not saying,
for sure.
What you need when you're high, in order to have a good time, you need support. And when you don't get that support in 1 second you need it, the panic starts.
Yeah.
And I think you needed, it probably was my role, and I was trying to get there for you.
But
like, you probably needed me to just jump in there with you, and then it all would have went away.
Yeah.
And that was my bad. Like that was.
Well,
the
it's
problem.
not. No, I honestly blame it on the band full fucking strength because like they just did a horrible job. Like whatever that was, I don't know why they did that. But yeah, that's.
Well, it actually reminds me.
I can't believe I've never said that on the podcast.
It reminds me of a story I want to tell, really quick one, about being high. So your wedding was pretty much the last time I got like super high. Maybe a couple other times since then, but I've been smoking a lot less. And I think it was last Friday. On Fridays, sometimes like when Jack doesn't have work, we'll just like, let's go to a nice fucking dinner. We'll go to a steakhouse, something, get something nice. And last Friday was one of those days. I was like, let's go to fucking Jimmy Hayes' is a steakhouse around here. Let's go get a fucking steak. Like, let's just get an expensive big meal.
Love
like,
that.
Fucking rough week we had.
Feel that.
But then I was like, you want to get high before we go? And she was like, yeah. So I was like, fuck yeah. So I have my fucking 3 jars of my Joey Kush over there.
Yeah.
And I roll a joint. We smoke. I took 2 hits. She took half a hit. And Jack is a novice with smoking.
Yeah.
And I am a new knob. Now I'm kind of a novice.
You don't
get
smoke
smoke as much anymore. So, like, Jack needs support as you needed support in that moment. The second I took the second hit, I was like, I already feel a mild sense of panic. Like, I knew where this was going to go, and I knew I needed to hold Jack together immediately. I knew my role. So we get in the car to drive, and I'm like, dude, just driving there, I was like having a panic. I knew, I was like, this is not going to be perfect. This is going to be bumpy.
Yeah.
We get to this restaurant. I have to valet the, like, there was so many interactions that got weird. The whole, like, getting to our table was strange. Like, there's every time we go to this restaurant, the same guy sits you down. It's this big, bald dude. And he's tall. I feel comfortable with this guy. I talk to him all the time. I walk in. I see the big bald dude. I start walking over him. I tell him, like, oh, party at 2, whatever. He hands us off to this, like, dwarf man. Like, I swear, bro, this guy was 4 foot something. Like, he was so little. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I thought I was, like, tweaking out. I was like, he was in a 3-piece suit with a boat, like a red bow tie. He was dressed crazy. He had like a blue jacket on. He wasn't in the uniform for the restaurant. He looked nuts. He had suspenders on and glasses. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? And he's panicking. He's looking at the bald guy that I'm comfortable with. And and they're sharing a silence, just looking at each other. They're just like, and I'm like,
sharing.
Fuck. And the guy just goes, I'm taking him to the back, right? And I was like, what's the back? Like, what do you mean the back? I was like, did they know we're fucked up? I don't know. So he takes us to the very back of this restaurant where there's all couple. Like, I guess it was because it was all, like, the dates. It was all people on dates. It was packed house. We're in the middle of this restaurant, like, in the center. Like, there's all booths around, and then it's just us planted in the middle of this, like, thing.
Yeah.
So as we're sitting down, like, Jack hasn't said a word since we've entered the restaurant. So I knew, I was like, okay. Like, I see where she's at. I got to keep her up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to, like, talk about our food, what we're going to get or whatever. We're talking about food. And now we're deciding, like, you know, me and Jack eat, bro.
Yeah.
So we're deciding, like, 2 apps, sides, which steak we're going to get, all this shit. And you know when you're, like, certain, when you're high and you're certain about something and you're just not, you're right, like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
That feeling of, like when you find out how fucking high you were being, like, you know what I mean? That when you realize how fucked
you come
up
out
you
the
were.
other side,
Yeah, it's like, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you get paranoid. That was that was about to occur. So Jack, we're like trying to figure out our sides, our appetizers. The waiter comes by and we're ordering appetizers, and I'm looking at Jack and I'm like, "So what are we gonna start with?" I shouldn't have fucking pawned it off to her. It was a terrible move.
No,
we weren't certain. Like, we were talking about it. We weren't 100%.
Yeah.
And then she just goes, like her eyes were like glazed over. She's like, "We're gonna get the," and she looks at me, the cream spinach, right? I go, "No, sweetie, appetizer. Which one did you want? What were we going to get again?" And she goes, "The cream spinach." I was like, "Appetizer." She goes, the Brussels sprouts?" And I was like, "Sweetie, you're talking about sides?
Oh,
we
no.
need an appetizer." And then, like, the sobriety came over, and she was just like, and she could not speak, and I was just like, "Sir, we need a moment." Like, she was like, we got through it. We just thought, it was like, okay, baby, like, cream spinach is a side. Like, I know we're gonna get the I love the cream spinach.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get the fried we're gonna get the fried calamari. We're gonna get the fried calamari.
Right.
So afterwards, I'm talking to Jack. We sober up, and we get through it, like, with a meal. And once we got food, it was great.
I'm
talking to her later on, and she's like, "Joe, you don't know what was going through my mind." I was like, "What was going through your mind?" She goes, "I was gonna just leave." I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "The waiter, if he came back, like, 30 seconds sooner than he came back. I was leaving, and I was like, Joe will understand. We'll eat in the car. And I was like, you were just gonna?
My
She's
God,
like, yeah, I was
dude.
gonna go sit in the car.
Jack is
It's
me,
like,
dude. Remember when we went to the diner that one time? Like,
Yes.
baked out of our minds. Like, we were so
did
high.
leave.
I think I left, dude. I couldn't. I thought I was tripping. Like, they sat us in the center of the diner, and we were going, and I was like, this is a horrible idea. And you're like, stop being a pussy. And they sat us in the middle of the diner, and I swear to God, I was like, there was music playing, and I was like, I literally was like looking at the menu, and Joe's like, what do you think you're going to get? And I was like, the music's on a loop, man. I got to get out of here. And I think I left.
We left.
Yeah.
You went in the car, and I think we got it to go. We got like burgers to go.
I couldn't do it.
Yes, we did leave. So
Yeah.
that's what she was like. I was gonna leave you there. You would have understood. I thought. I
Yeah.
think you would have. I was like, I was panicked. It was annoying because I had the pressure. Like I needed to hold it down.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like I was so fucked
It's
up.
tough.
So yeah.
Pivoting away from drugs and alcohol.
Cool.
I had to go to the doctor this week, dude, because, you know about my, you know about my big balls, dude.
Do I ever?
I have a big pair of boys, and
Dylan's balls are like a scientific marvel.
yeah, dude. So on my left one, dude, there's like they call it like a spastis. I don't know what it's called actually, but there's like
Epidermis?
no, I don't know. I should look up. It's something with
Did you
a
say asbestos?
no. It's like a spasticide. That's not what it is, but it's something like that. That's not what it is. It's like there's like veins. It's like kind of like a mass, bro. And I've gotten it checked out before, and they were like,
it's a cyst.
oh, like
is it a cyst?
maybe I got it checked out, but they're like, it's probably nothing, dude. But it's like, they were like, it's probably this, it's nothing, but like you should get an ultrasound to get it checked out. That was fucking 5 years ago, and
never
I was
got
like, I
an
never
ultrasound.
did it because I was like, the guy was like, it's not a big deal, like it's probably nothing, but you could if you want to get it checked out. So I went to my primary care physician last year. She was like, you should get it checked out. I didn't do it, and then I went and saw her this year, like 2 weeks ago. And she was like, why didn't you get it checked out? I was like, I don't know. And she was like, just go fucking do it. We'll make the appointment for you. You can go. It's done. It's over. I was like, all right, fine. So I go, like I make the appointment or whatever, and I have to go to like, Midtown Manhattan to go get like an ultrasound and of my fucking testicles.
Right.
And not comfortable, that's not something I necessarily want to do, but I was like, no, you're a big boy, like, one day someone's gonna have to fucking do a colonoscopy and shit, so just start the journey now, brother.
100%, yeah.
Of course, the girl's a smoke show, which is, I don't give a shit. I'm married. I don't give a fuck, but it's like, like why couldn't it have just been a bro? It's like, like
Who knows balls?
Why does it have to? Yeah, why is it got to be like that? So it's like, I'm not, there's like all like people are like meet cutes and shit. I'm fucking married. I'm not looking for any of that. My one thing is
Not
just like,
getting it with those fucking
I
things,
just
bro.
want it to be normal. You know what I mean? Like this is a fucking weird interaction. Like I don't want it to be abnormal. I want it to be just, chill. So I was like, it's late. It's fucking 4:30. I'm just going to sit. I'm going to not fucking talk. It's just like, do what you got to do.
All business.
And it's all business. It's all fucking business, dude. So she starts, ultrasounding my fucking testicles. And
If you get a boner, I'm leaving.
no, I did not get a boner. She said what she gave me, please hold your penis up towards your chest and hold it there. I was like, perfect. That's what I was wondering what I was going to do with it. So we're in silence. She has the ultrasound probe on the boys for a good while, like probably 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm just sitting there, taking it. And first thing she says to me, and I need you to push out like you're trying to poop. Good, and relax. Push out like you're trying to poop. Good, and relax. And listen, I get it. She's trying to do her job. There's no need to compliment my poop bush. Good. Like, you didn't need that. You could have just said, push out like you're trying to poop and relax. Push out like you're trying to poop and relax. She literally went, good.
That's also the pressure. Like, you're
Well,
a fart guy.
Well, I had to do that like 10 times, and she kept saying, good. I was like, dude, can you not, my dear? Thank you.
My dear.
Chill with that. Chill. Dude, it just reminded me of like a chiropractor who's like too into his adjustments.
Like the sexy chiropractor guys on
what
TikTok.
Is up with those dudes?
What is up with it?
They're fucking on camera,
they're
dude.
cracking these smoke shows.
Why are they
grabbing ass?
Yeah,
it's
dude.
like, bro, I know what you're doing.
And it's like they do the twist, and he's like, "Oh, that was the good one." And I'm
It's
like,
crazy.
"What's happening? Why don't you adjust ugly fucking people?
Right?
Why are they all smoking hot girls in yoga pants?"
And it's also, it's like it's their I've been to the chiropractor. I've never once
had an orgasm. They are fucking jizzing on camera with their clothes on.
They're jizzing.
They're jizzing with their clothes on.
I've never even had somebody touch me in a plate. Like, they've never cupped my cheek. I've never had a chiropractor touch my ass cheek. Ever one time. Maybe
They, like-
the hip up here to press.
You don't have to, yeah. There's, I mean,
I'm
the
watching
tension.
it,
I'm like,
there was no. He like grabs her like coccyx, like
Yeah.
your ass bone. I'm like, why do you have your thumb over her asshole like
Yeah.
you're hitting it from the back? Like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
is that,
dude? Why'd you
Move.
lick your thumb?
Why you like? What was that? What was
What's
that?
happening, dude?
What was that?
What
shit?
was that?
Yo, have you
It's like
ever
a
seen-
Zohan, dude. It's like the sexual tension that is between these two.
You're telling me that guy fucks none of them? Shut up,
dude.
dude.
He does the adjustment. He's like, oh,
And he's
that was deep.
he's
like,
Australian too.
oh, that guy's a creep,
The
bro.
creep, his eyes, dude. Oh.
I've seen him do a crack and then like roll his eyes to the back
He
of
like
his head.
He does like the.
He does an
like
O face.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
like this
yeah, yeah.
the roll.
Yeah,
Bro, too much.
too much. Keep
Bro,
it business, dude.
Remember the fucking? I think we did this on the pod when we were still at the studio. Remember the guy who was like the yoga sex guy, who like had like 7 hot chicks with him, and he would do like yoga, like it was like group yoga stretching, and it was like his Instagram. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I just kind of got a glimpse of it.
Do you remember
You know what
that
I'm
guy?
thinking of is that I've seen this black dude. He does massages for women, but he like the chicks are always like in bikinis, and he's literally just like
Cupping ass.
yeah, like getting in and it's like what kind of massage is that? And he does it like in public in New York City, dude. It's a weird.
It's also one of those things where like nobody ever like I never would have thought. Like, at a certain age, you have a choice of career path.
Mm-hmm.
That man was very goal oriented in his decision making in life. Like he was like, I'm gonna massage hot butt cheeks.
Right.
That's gonna be my. And he probably knew that for a while. Like every kid at one point was like,
oh
I
wait,
just
are
wanna
you
have a
talking
squeeze-
about the guy who like stretched?
Yeah.
He like stretched. He was a huge
Jacked white guy.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a huge jacked black dude.
Oh no.
And he would like stretch, like his whole thing was like he would just stretch chicks. And he would just like bend the shit out of their legs and stuff and then like pose in the video. I'm like, what is this world,
It
man?
reminds me of, you ever see Couples Retreat?
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
jacked
yeah.
yoga
Boom.
guy. He's like, boom, boom.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. And release it. Boom.
Dude, I'll say this, dude, like dead ass, like there's been times when I worked in the clinic. Like one of the reasons I kind of like left and didn't really like the outpatient clinic is because everybody comes into a physical therapy clinic fishing for a massage. And it's like, dude, I'm not a masseuse. Like, that's not going to, you know what I mean? It's like, we could do other stuff, and like, everybody's just fishing for a massage. And there are like, it happened more times with women than men for me personally. And it would be like women clearly like just trying to get me to like touch them, like dead ass. Like just being like, I had this woman just be like, my boob is just like, and I would be like, over here, like where the peck is, she'd be like, nope, towards the nipple. And I would just be like, no shot, lady. No shot. No shot. I had this other woman. She's like, I have fibromyalgia in here.
Actually,
And-
it's more focused on my clit, the hood
yeah,
of my clit.
dude, she'd just be like, my groin's like, my upper inner groin needs a massage. I was like, well, take it somewhere else, Toots, because I'm not going in. No way.
Bro.
And it's like, it's like, and it's like, you could tell, bro. You could tell it's like a sexual thing.
Of course. Well, and
And it's
I'm
like-
assuming most of them are older.
It's happened
With the
across
touching,
the board.
I feel like
No, it was older with
delicious,
the.
but I
Well, I
feel
told
like-
you that what happened on my first day at that office was this woman who was older. She was like probably 80 or 5 years old. This woman, and dude, at physical therapy offices, it's like there's regulars that like they're older, their insurance pays for it, and they just come twice a week, like, and it's like a social thing. It's like going to the bar for these people. Like that's why physical therapy was always cool, because I was like, there's a fun culture around it.
Right.
Like people are coming to hang. So this woman, she knew everybody or whatever. It's my first day, and she first fucking day, dude. She's like, her therapist wasn't with her, and she was like in the back, and she was like getting set up for stim and heat. And she just fucking drops trow and sticks her ass out and goes, honey, come over here and put my pads on for me. And I had to go over and like stick her pads on her ass. And it's like, and she was just like bent over. And it was like, she didn't say this, but she could have just been like, yeah, you like that? She didn't say that, but that was the vibe.
It's like you get how people end up in like precarious situations.
Yeah.
You put the wrong guy in the wrong room, like I was at a work dinner, and like recently, and this lady was telling me a story about like how she went to this random massage parlor in like Indiana, and it got fucking weird. Like the lady was like doing weird shit to her body and like sat on her, like it was this whole weird thing where she was like creeped out, and I'm just like, people are fucking fucked up.
People are fucked up.
People are fucked up, and they're just trying to wait. They're like, yeah, you want that extra money? I'll do it. Hey,
Yeah.
You just say the word.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I get how it happens.
Yeah. It's a weird, dude, it's a weird world we live in.
It is a weird
and,
world we live in.
What time are we at?
We're at 50.
I have some more stuff.
I have more stuff too.
Yeah, let's just keep rocking. Yeah. You want to go?
I'll go. Yeah. So this is like super quick. Do you have any like nicknames for Emily?
Not particularly.
No nicknames. Does she have a nickname for you? Anything that you call each other, like in passing, like
Dill, Dilly.
Okay, so that's pretty.
Nothing
name.
like
That's your name.
No like pet names really.
Yeah. Okay.
Like nothing specific, like a baby, a honey.
Right. The general terms.
General, very general.
Right.
Nothing too
So
specific.
same with me and Jack. But recently, I was telling her a story of when I went to Iceland, and the lady whose like home we stayed in, her name was Jacobina. Mm-hmm. So Jack was like, "Oh, I love that name. It's like my name," but like I was like, "Oh," I started calling her Jacobina, and it was like cute. But then like, because I'm a fucking how you doing guy,
Right.
I started calling her, "Hey, Jackie Beans,"
No.
and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it one bit. But like, I think it's adorable and funny, and I can't help it now. Like, because she loves Jacobina.
Jack and Bean is fun and cute.
Very cute.
Jack and Beans comes from your ball sack, dude. Put it away.
Jackie Beans is like Jackie.
Yeah.
Rootin'.
Yeah.
That's all I had. That's all I wanted to tell you. I really am having a hard time like not being like, hey, Jackie Beans. Like now it's like I'm fucking with her.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
cute in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. I just can't help myself.
Dude, so yesterday me and Emily did shrooms together, and dude, couples who shroom together stay together. Let me tell you,
completely. I'm
And
really trying to get Jack on board.
we did a. I'll tell you about it but just going off the name thing, dude. So we went on. It was cold as shit yesterday. We went on a little adventure in Central Park. We came home, and I was wearing leggings under my jeans because it was cold. I was wearing green leggings under my jeans.
Hot,
we
dude.
came home, and I was like cold. Like we were still kind of like we smoked a little. It was like we were kind of like we were having a very good time, and I was still cold, so I left my leggings on, but then put on a pair of green sweat shorts. So I was wearing green leggings and green sweat shorts, and Emily called me Peter Pan.
Yeah.
And like I can't explain the context of it all, but like. We were watching let's see if I can get the context of this, because she gave me one of the hardest laugh attacks I have had since I was a little girl, dude. I swear to God, I haven't laughed like this. I was crying hysterically for so long. We were watching Chris Hemsworth's National Geographic show where he's like, I'm Chris Hemsworth and I'm gonna be strong and stress my body out and for the sake of longevity, that shit. Like he's doing a show where that type of thing, and he was like, they were talking about stress and like meditation and breathing, and she's like, we can do this, we can live forever. And then she goes, Peter Pan, we can live forever. And I just lost my mind. So she called me Peter Pan yesterday, and
I like that.
It was a
I
name
think Peter
call.
Pan could stick for you.
And then she was like, this morning, she's like, that was the funniest thing I've ever said. We're being Peter Pan and Wendy for Halloween next year.
I love that.
But dude, I did shrooms with Emily yesterday, and just real quick, dude, there's this thing in Central Park called the North Woods, and I swear to God, it was like Narnia, dude. We were nobody was around, and it was like there were ducks and nature and shit, and it was like fucking awesome. And I think moral of this, because we've already talked so much about being high and being drunk and shit. Like I don't need to now bring another drug into the scenario, but like
You already did.
True.
Right.
Dude, this is going to get a little deep, but like I was sitting there and I was just like, whenever I do shrooms, dude, I always have like a very positive kind of like experience with it of just like, I kind of feel separated from my life a little bit and like all the things that like are associated with like my ego, you know? And it's like, I was just thinking about it with her and I was just like, damn, like we're sitting in this woods, we're having the giggles right now, but it's like, you know, when we're out there, it's like we're so at an age right now where like things are getting so fucking real. Like, you know, I'm like grinding at work. I'm trying to make more money to buy a house, to provide for like future children, and inflation is real and all these politics and my student loans, are they going to get forgiven, and all this fucking real shit that's like fucking not real though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's all at the end of the day when you're fucking dying, it's like, you know, all that bullshit is just fucking bullshit. And I just like felt very connected with like my inner boy, dude. And it was just nice, dude. Wow. I just felt really like back to just like all is well. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing good stuff, man, and you're fucking hustling, but like don't forget this, dude. Like me and her had a moment and we were just like fucking cracking each other up and just like being silly gooses, and it's like that's what it's about, dog.
I loved that.
Yeah, dude.
Warm. That is like a hug of a story.
Yeah,
Like,
it really was. I just felt very connected to that was what I really felt connected to my inner child, dude. I was just like, damn, like I've come a long way and life's getting so real so fast, and things, I'm 30 now and what the fuck. And
you know, I was just very like this week I saw something, I think it was like Kendall Jenner was talking about an inner child thing, and I was thinking about that and I was like, damn, like that, the inner child metaphor of like treat your inner child well. Like I think she was saying like she puts a picture of her up as a kid. So like I do a lot of negative self-talk.
yeah, same, yeah.
And as you do too. We're hard on ourselves. And like the perspective was like, oh, like when you're being mean to yourself, you're being mean to that kid. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, like
So mean.
I forget, like
Such a cute boy.
My inner child like is such a distant thought sometimes. It's got to be at the forefront of the brain.
I know.
It's got to be right.
It's
right
tough
here.
though, because shit is serious. Like you got a speeding ticket, you were going to work, like you got to do your
That's
job.
the least of my problems.
I know,
Like,
right?
I got problems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, what
It's
I'm saying?
it's,
Like,
yeah,
it
it's-
is. Life is fucking happening.
Yeah.
quick. Life happens very quick.
Yeah.
It really does.
Dude, we're 30 in. We're a third of the way through, pretty much.
A third of the way, if
you make it to
really
90.
lucky.
Yeah.
Like 90. Yeah, that's where we're trending, right?
Yeah.
But they're a third of the way. That's scary as fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's it's weird though.
But I'll be
because the
happy when
first-
it's over.
Yeah, like hurry.
All right, yeah. Let's get this shit over
The
with.
first like 15 of those years, I feel like don't even really count.
I know.
I wouldn't even say the first 17. Like you're not really. It's all building. We've been like super conscious for 12, 13 years, right? Maybe.
I feel like I've really been so much more, dude. Ever since COVID, dead ass.
COVID. I don't know if it's the age we were when it happened or just.
I think it happened to everyone. It's just like a major traumatic world event, bro. That was like our world war, dude.
That was our world war, but also we were going from 26-year-olds to now like 26 and 30 are different.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was 26, I was going to clubs, blacking out, and
Yeah,
like being
yeah.
weird, and like wake up on my friend's couch and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like I'm not doing that anymore, but I wouldn't be doing it anyway.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like that's what I'm saying. It's like the time of COVID came at an age for us where it changed everything, but also we were changing regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it's so much more pronounced in my mind. Like that line of like 2020 past 2020, it's like night and day.
Yeah.
It's night and day. I was just talking to because we went last night. We went to dinner near at the Roosevelt Field Mall, and I was telling Jack, I was like, me and Dylan or Matt or whoever I was with I would be so fucking high. Like we would take a fat bong rip, smoke a joint, get in the car, drive to this movie theater, and like melt into the seat and watch a stupid fucking movie. And I thought about it because we were driving in the parking lot, and some kid was like smoking a joint in his car, and it reeked. And I was like, man, like, I
Yeah.
used to be stupid, and, like
The
had
innocence.
nothing to do. Oh, it was the best.
It's the best.
But it's like life is different now, man.
It's getting serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I have something kind of hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Jack's parents grew up in like Queens, and they were like politically, like most people who grew up in that era, I feel like, especially like an Italian area, are just super conservative people. Jack's parents are super like middle, like they bop back and forth on certain issues. They're very like up to times in that sense. It's kind of cool, so it's fun to talk to them about politics because they have multiple perspectives. But like right now, we have like our president's a Democrat. So, like, anything that goes wrong, you're talking shit about one side, so it's whatever. Take it for what you will. But, so Jack's dad has this thing where he writes into,
Newsday?
The New York, the Post. He writes into the Post, and they publish him all the time. And I have, like, 6 of his articles right here. And it always just says, Bill McCreary, Levittown at the end. Dude, it's like hilarious shit. And every time he writes an article, they publish it, he takes a picture of it, and he sends it into like the family group chat, and I'm in the chat, and it's like the funniest shit. Like
You
everybody's
have
like,
one?
I have all of them.
What's the funniest one?
Let me see.
I'm kind of.
Oh, this was a great one. What a slap in the face to all New York sports fans, lighting the Empire State Building up in green for the Eagles. What a disgrace.
I'm with that. What the hell was that?
Dude, speaking for the people, Bill McCreary.
Yeah, it's actually, speaking for the fucking
people. Let's see this one.
That was the softest shit I ever saw, dude. What the fuck was
What is New York doing?
I don't know. I think what it is that the Empire State Building's like I think it was a troll. I think it was like a troll by the Eagles where it was like
But they beat the Giants.
No, but I think like the Empire State Building is like a public fucking.
Yeah, you can change.
So you can like pay for it, and they
Right.
I don't know, like legally they probably have to because it's like an open thing. So like someone would have to be on the other side, just being like, no, you know what, this is fucking New York, and I got a feeling whoever runs the Empire State Building is not that guy. You know, it's probably
but don't
some
you that's like
fucking nerd.
So if the Red Sox won the pennant and beat the Yankees out of the pennant, they're gonna put up like red and fucking blue, which is. Well, that'd be Rangers also, but like
no, but they like tweeted out the
Eagles.
Do it. They tweeted out.
They tweeted out
yeah,
too.
they were like, "Go Eagles!"
Congrats.
Empire State Building.
Because it's tri-state. I guess it's not even tri-state. This one's good too. This one we talked about last week.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So let's get this straight. I also love his tone.
Yeah.
So like, I'm talking for blue collar New York right now. Like let's fucking
like this is coming from Miller's Ale House.
It's coming from my union meeting at the Ale House. So let's get this straight. Newly elected GOP rep George Santos is going to be sworn in, regardless of the fact that he lied about almost everything in his campaign. Wake up, America. This is why this country is going to the wrong direction. He should be forced to resign his seat immediately. This liar and exaggerator is in a position to make decisions for the American people. Disgraceful.
I'm with him, dude. He's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. What we got here?
2 for 2.
Wait a minute. Let's do this one. This is about the royal family. Monday was a very sad day for the royal family. This is the voice.
Yeah.
Monday was a very sad day for the royal family, the people of England and the rest of the world. But what a beautiful send-off for Queen Elizabeth II. Godspeed to the Queen, September 20th. The funeral was perfect. And if there is such a thing, rest in peace. I mean, this guy is 4 for 4.
He's a poet.
The man speaks for the people.
He's a poet.
Oh, this one's about Don Lemon, the thing that just happened. He fucking rips everything. There's nobody safe with Bill McCreary. This one's long. Jesus Christ. Like
That's
a page.
awesome. I love that.
I mean, he kicks ass, man.
Love it. That's great.
Oh, I just every time I get tagged in one of these things, I die. I love it.
I love it, dude. Speaking of Italians, dude, can I transition?
Hell yeah.
So my mom, dude, saw the clip of us talking about like Italians being racist towards Italians, whatever, and she told me this fucking story that when she was like, I don't know, it was 1971, so it was like fucking, she was probably like 15, 14, something like that. There was this guy named Joe Colombo Sr., you know?
Colombo crime family?
Yeah.
Of course.
Joe Colombo Sr., 1971, dude. Apparently, I may be missing the details, but it was like he was like, there was like Italians, there was racism towards Italians in the 70s.
Yeah.
So, and nobody gave a shit.
Dude, they did at the time. They used to call like my grandparents the N-word.
Really?
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah.
Random.
Because they were like
close enough.
boring and dark. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in the spirit of that, dude, so there was an Italian maybe you would have wanted to go to this. There's an Italian Unity Day at Columbus Circle, which is basically like there was like an anti-defamation league for Italians of like, you got to stop talking about our prosciutto. We're fucking just people, you know? This is my mom's story, so she's Italian, bro.
Right.
And
I don't think she said the prosciutto thing. Call me crazy, but I think you made that one up.
There was an Italian Unity Day at Columbus Circle. This is my mom telling me the story. And at like 59th Street. And
great place.
She went because Tom Jones, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone, was performing.
Beautiful.
So she was like, I want to go see Tom Jones. So her and my Aunt Amory, who's my godmother, and some other character, it was like a local boy from the neighborhood. I think she said he was like a local fat boy from the neighborhood. I think those are her words.
He might be your father.
Nice. No, he was in Queens probably being drunk or something. Delivering newspapers, smoking cigarettes, and being drunk. So at the second annual 1971 Italian Unity Day, my mom was like, yeah, so we're there at the concert or whatever, and we're trying to get as close as we can. Someone just fucking point blank shoots Joe Colombo Sr., who was taking the stage, who was running it, shot dead in the head. And she was like, and I'm just sitting in the front row. I was like, you watched this happen? And she's like, yeah, I watched this guy get murdered. I was like, what the fuck, Mom? And then she was like, yeah, so everybody started to scramble, but you could ask Aunt Amory. All I wanted to do was see Tom Jones. I didn't give a shit about the anti-Italian unity thing. So my mom bum rushed the stage to try and get to the front, and everybody was trying to leave. And my Aunt Amory was like, yeah, everybody was running, but Eva just kept running to the stage because she wanted to see Tom Jones. And I was just like, this is why you're insane, bitch.
This is why she's insane.
And I was like, don't you think that's traumatic? And she's like, no, it's a great story. I was like,
it is a great story.
It's a great story, yeah.
Did she think they were just going to go on with the concert post-assassination?
Maybe it was the 70s, so maybe it was like common. So it was just all right, we swept up the blood. Here's Tom Jones, everybody.
Didn't fucking Bob Marley perform like with a gunshot, or was that
his foot?
No, he like just shot in like the stomach, and he performed anyway. Or was it him, or was it the guitar guy?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
I have no clue.
One of them performed like with a bullet wound, and just said "fuck it" and like I got blisters on and ripped it.
Of course, what a mashup of all different genres there. Yeah. But yeah, that was just
that's wild.
Yeah, I have one more thing. Do you have anything else?
I think I have one more.
I'm gonna go last because it's very fucked up, and I just want it to be at the end of the episode. So if you stick around for it, it's an end of an episode.
Well, I mean, we're pouring it all out at this point. Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something actually.
What's up?
Have you ever sent food back? Or would you send food back?
Only if it's like insane.
It has to be egregious.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like inedible.
Yeah.
Me and Jack were at dinner last night. We sat down. There was like just the guy and the couple. It was a couple next to us. The guy was foreign, but I couldn't tell from where. But he spoke English, but like he had a pretty strong accent, and the woman was just weird.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed. You were at dinner and they were next to you?
They were next to us.
Okay.
And we sit down. The guy got a
so
burger.
So it was a foreigner and a weirdo.
Got a weird bitch. Yeah. And weird bitch. Very weird.
Got it.
Very weird.
Okay.
Now right when we sit down, they bring their food. The guy has a burger and she has like an arugula salad. She's eating the arugula salad. She's chilling. The guy eats like half the burger, and he's eating it. And he's like, what? And then he calls the waiter over. He's like, he makes a fuss. He's like, I ordered this medium well. It's bleeding. By the way, it was cooked like medium at least. Looked beautiful. He's like, I need it. Give me a new burger. I want a full new burger. The guy goes, gets him a new burger. He brings the burger. The woman is like basically done with the arugula salad. She goes, I don't like this. Can I have the soup instead? And me and Jack I'm like, I need them to leave because I need to talk about these crazy people. And they're young and like good looking and like they're being cunts.
Really?
Cunts, dude. So like the guy goes, no problem. The soup comes in like 2 seconds. Like immediately shows up. Get the soup. Okay. The guy's eating the burger. He's now like taking scoops of the lady. She's trying to eat her soup. He's just taking scoops of the soup. Not like asking like, oh, like you should try this. It's good. Just like reaching over and eating the soup. And then he's eating his burger. He's like shoving fries in his mouth. dips his burger in her soup and starts eating it. Dips it in. He's like got his fingers in the fucking soup. She's barely touching it. It was like the weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here? What the fuck? So like now the waiter comes back. We had the same waiter, obviously. And the guy was like this. It was packed. Like this guy's like he's like you're killing me. Yeah. So the guy comes by and he's like, "How's the soup? Do you like it?" And she goes, "It's delicious." He goes, "How's the burger?" He goes, "Oh, so much better, man. So much better. Thanks." Yeah. He was nice for a second. They're being like weird though. Like they're still being weird with each other. They haven't really spoken. They haven't really said a word to each other.
Right.
Like he's shoving her soup in his mouth. It's a tomato soup too, so it's like dripping everywhere and shit. It was like they were just a mess. The waiter comes by and is about to bring them the check. They got like a dessert too. They got like 2 desserts, like barely touched it. Like it was very weird. The waiter comes by, he goes, "Did you guys valet?" The guy goes, "What?" And as he's saying like what, the woman just goes, "Oh no, like we're good. We didn't." And then he just goes, "What's wrong with you?" To the woman. And I'm like, whoa. Now I like have my attention. I'm like looking at them. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And then he goes, "Why do you ask if we valeted?" And like I'm like, he wants to probably validate it and like get sorry for you. And he was just like, and the guy's like explaining himself. He's like, "Let me get this straight. I don't understand. I was looking for parking." He's like, "Is it lawful for them to block off a parking spot in an open parking lot for valet purposes and I can't park there?" And the guy's just like, had no answer for the guy.
I don't know the law, man.
No, bro. He goes, "That's lawful. That's lawful." And they got, and I think I need to tell the guy is like he must have been like from like Haiti, like he had like a French accent. He's like black guy.
Yeah.
So hot, the guy. I was like, when we showed up, I'm looking at this guy. He's like got like a cool sweatshirt on. He looks cool. And I'm like, ooh, this guy's cool. And now he's an asshole. And I'm like, damn it. I see this guy in like the worst light now. I'm like, oh, like he was so hot and cool now, and now he's a dick.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, I thought he was like maybe famous, like that's how much of a dick he was being. And he's like, and he's going on and on about this parking spot. Their bill, the place was pretty expensive. Their bill was like, I got a peek of it. It was like an $80.
Were you just
bill.
You were just like snooping the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Right. It was hard to focus on anything else.
Right.
Like there's a fight going on the whole time. So the bill comes, it was like $80 something. He leaves an $8 tip. After all this shit, he got 2 dinners, 2 desserts, and he gives this guy an $8. This poor bastard is like running around. I was like for me to just to send back food, there would have to be a shit on the plate.
Yeah.
Literally.
You had that bug one time?
That bug?
Yeah.
And oh my God, that bug.
Yeah, dude. I don't really send back food, but one time when I was at the Chef's Corner being a waiter, dude, someone fuck that guy, by the way.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck this guy too. Like I was at the Chef's Corner and someone ordered a burger, like medium, for pickup. And it was like late. So like, when I worked there, it was like 12 to 2:30 was like slammed. And then 2:30 to 5, it was like very slow. So he came in, he ordered it at like 3 and it was ready by like 3:20. And then he didn't come pick it up till 4. And when you package it up, it keeps all the heat in. So it cooked all the way through. And the guy was like, he comes at like 4 or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, you mind if I just sit here and eat it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit." So then I'm like cleaning, I'm like getting ready to like clean up. I'm cleaning up or whatever. And the guy's like, "Excuse me, can you come over here for a sec?" He's like, "I ordered this medium. This is like easily well done." And I was like, "Well, you ordered it like an hour ago and you put it in the thing and it cooked all the way through. I'll go get you another one, no problem." So I bring him to the...
That's what you said, but in your head you're like, "Fuck you, dude."
That's what I explained it to him. I was like, I did say, you ordered it an hour ago. It cooked all the way through. No problem. We'll get you another one. Yeah. I get him another one. He eats half of it. He's on the phone. He's on the phone this whole time. He's like on the phone. And he's talking to someone. I give him the food or whatever. And he eats, same thing. He eats like half of it. And he goes, "Bro, come over here." He's like, "What is this? I was like, "What is it? I don't know. What the fuck is it, dude? It's the end of my day. What the fuck is it, dude?" And he was like, "This is medium again." He's like, do you know how you cook a burger?" He goes, 8 minutes on the side, 8 minutes on, and he starts explaining it to me. I was like, "I don't know if you saw this, but I didn't cook that fucking burger, dog. I'm doing other shit. I'm not cooking it, right?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I'll get you another one." So I get him a 3rd fucking burger, and he's on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I'm at this fucking restaurant, and this asshole." I'm like, "Son, you are fucking killing me right now." I give him the 3rd fucking burger, and it was wrong again to this guy. And he goes, "Now I'm getting mad." And it was like this fucking shrimp dick loser. And I said, "What happens when you get mad? You turn into the Hulk?"
That's a great response, bro.
I said, and he was like, huh? I was like, what do you, I don't know. I was like, dude, we're closing up soon. You've had 3 burgers. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not cooking the burgers. The guy's right there, fucking whatever. Fuck off, dude. And this, I don't remember how, I think he just left and he was cursing on me out on his phone to his friend.
What is it?
But this is how and I've told this story before too. Some fucking asshole lady used to come in and get cookies. And the cookies were $1, chocolate chip cookies, fresh off the. Sometimes they were fresh, sometimes they weren't. It's it's when you fucking show up. It depends when you show up. This woman buys 2 cookies on it. Let's call it a Tuesday. They were fresh when she bought them. $2 motherfucking dollars. 2. She comes back the next day and says these cookies aren't soft anymore. They're hard now. And this woman would always. I called this woman the Cookie Monster. Because she would come in and just harass me. Like in lunch busy hour, she'd be like, are the cookies hot? And I'll be like, I'm fucking busy for your $1 cookie, lady. Like, I don't know what you want. And I would have, so for like a full month, this woman would be harassing me. I called her the Cookie Monster. I called it to her face by the end of this. So then she was like, this cookie's hard. I want a new one or I want my money back. The day after on Wednesday, she got the cookie on Tuesday. It was Wednesday. The cookie got hard. I was like, bitch, it was yesterday. That's yesterday's cookie. I go downstairs. I grabbed a fresh cookie. All my boys are around. Fucking Ivan, Jose, Israel, dude. And I just, Cookie Monster. I put it in a fucking bag and I handed it to her.
Yeah, you did.
And that's what
Have
you
you ever
get.
put your balls on something?
That's the only time I have ever fucked with someone's food.
I've always wanted.
And I was like, am I about to do this? And I was like, yup. And I just licked it and gave it to her. Yeah.
Oh,
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you is right.
Fuck
dude.
you. You're an asshole. Speaking of assholes, dude.
Yeah. What do you got?
This is my last thing, and this is I've been doing this on stage all week, and I can't get a gauge if this sucks or not. And I don't even know how to preface it, dude. I don't know how to preface it. I don't know kind of like how to lead into this. It is, you ever just have a fucking terrible thought? You ever just have a really, really fucked up thought?
Most of them.
So this is just one of those. And I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. And, dude, it stems from the fact that, like, what I've been talking about. Like, we're getting older, and I've had an idea of the world. I'm trying to, like, get my idea of the world. And, like, our world kind of fucking sucks, dude. Like, people suck. People aren't real. People are fake. Like, there's so much fake fucking culture in our shit. And I just think we need a reset. And I think if we just got rid of a couple groups of people,
No.
I think we would be a better place.
I don't disagree.
That's all I'm saying. So I made a list of people who I think we should euthanize. Okay. I've been doing this on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot. And I don't know. Because, dude, you could sometimes feel when the people are... And they haven't been closing this off. They're definitely like, what's Dylan doing?
What are you going to say?
But first one on my list is prank people on YouTube and social media.
Get rid of them.
Euthanize them.
Euthanize
See you later, dude. I just saw this prank video of like a 17-year-old kid who, you know those videos of like people who like covered the whole office in wrapping paper and like did the prank. I saw one that a kid covered, like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid covered his whole kitchen in peanut butter. Like the whole kitchen.
His parents' house?
Yeah, his parents' house. Like let me tell you something. If I finally saved up enough money to buy a fucking house, did it, lived in it for 20 years, had a child, raised them right, and then at like 16 years old, they fucking covered my entire kitchen in peanut butter, I would take them out to dinner, I would feed them their last meal, and I would fucking euthanize that child.
I would shoot them.
Okay? Next on my list is trick shot people on YouTube.
Oh.
See you later,
what
dude.
What about Dude Perfect?
Okay,
Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect gets to say. They're the OGs.
Yeah.
Everybody else, go to fucking law school, med school, go make a difference in your life. Stop throwing pens into water bottles.
Agreed. The fucking CD into the CD player TikTokers,
yeah.
Die.
Yeah, see you later.
Kill
okay.
yourself.
YouTube families.
Oh!
Okay, listen.
YouTube families.
Not euthanized. I'm not going to do that. But
bro, the kid
they're
is
giving
not going to be
a stern talking to the family about how exploiting their children for views is a horrible fucking thing. And then you look at Screech Powers, porn. Look at that guy Orlando from That's So Raven, crack addict, dude. Shia LaBeouf, dude. Why are you exploiting your child for views? Just let him have a normal fucking childhood or euthanized.
I'm going to disagree with you. Kill him. And I'll tell you why. That kid, I don't care what you say to that dad, mom. Like, that kid is done.
Yeah.
It's done. He's
done.
not going to be anything less than what his parents are
yeah.
at that point. He's already seen the attention that you can get by being the worst.
Yeah, dude.
He's not going to be the best. He's going to be the worst.
It's going to be the worst.
Get rid of him.
See
Cut
ya.
your losses.
Anybody who watches daytime television, see ya.
See ya.
See you later. Anybody who produces or is a part of daytime television, see you
ya.
later. Bye.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
see ya. Yeah.
Dude, what happened to Whoopi Goldberg, dude? I was thinking about this. Sister Act is like the funniest, greatest movie.
She was edgy.
She was so funny, and now she's going on the fucking TV at 11 a.m. and is just like, the Holocaust wasn't about race. And it's like, bitch, shut up. It's 11, dude. Just talk about where we should go on vacation. You know? Shut the fuck up. See you later. Okay.
See you
Who else
later.
is on my list?
I love this list. I didn't know that I was going to like the list.
I know, dude. That's why it's fun.
I was
okay,
worried
next
about the
one.
list.
Next one. Thirst trap bros on TikTok that like lick their dude, and they like look in the cam and they're like, euthanized.
Bro, did you
see you later.
See you later.
See you later,
Did you
dude.
see the one? I hate that, like, TikTok, Google, everything, like, saves what you've searched because I needed to find this one guy because I had to see what else he does.
Yeah.
There is one, you had to have seen it, where this guy's at the gas station. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, my God. This guy's at the gas station. I forget the song that's playing. It's the song like, I don't want to know.
If you're feeling it, keep it on the low.
It's that one that the remix, the Weeknd redid it recently. It's that song. And it's him with, I need something else because I need the microphone. Give me that bottle. He's pumping gas. So here's his car, right? He's about to pump gas and he sticks it into the beat like it's his dick. And he's just like, and he like, is it. And then starts like gyrate. It's this like jacked, like hot dude. And I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
Give him the giver, dude. Needle to the head, tossed in the garbage.
I think he needs to feel pain.
Yeah.
I don't even think you just let him off the hook.
Have you
need to die.
Have you seen the videos of the rich foreigner who's like he's like complains about stuff in public? Have you seen that kid? It's like this kid
I
who's
don't
like
know.
he's like foreign and he's like in America and he's like rich and it's like fake. It's like for TikTok, but he probably is rich and he like complains about, he's like, I'm on a study abroad and daddy, I need more money. And it's like a whole thing of him just being like a horrible rich kid.
Yeah, with his dad, he'll be like in the closet.
Yeah, he'd be like, daddy,
Yes.
I need more money. Like,
Yes.
it's like, what is that kid doing? Take him out.
I hate it because I also think it started where the dad wasn't in on it, and now I think the dad's in on it, which makes me more mad.
Yeah,
I'm
what-
like, fuck you.
What are you
dude.
guys doing?
This is the thing, and I want to hear the rest of the list. My thing with most of these TikTok / YouTube / entertainment people is like I love the opportunity that like YouTube and these things provide for people,
Right.
but I hate that the ones who get rewarded are these stupid
Yeah.
fuck faces who have like nothing actually to
Yeah.
offer. I'm like,
That's
what
why-
the fuck?
That's why I made this list.
Give me more list.
Any bro who pays for OnlyFans subscriptions, wait for it, no, and then complains on social media about how much money these bitches are making, but you're the ones who's feeding them the money.
Get out.
See you later.
See you later, bro.
See you later.
How about this?
See you
I'm gonna
later.
Add another kind.
Yeah, of course. It's an open
The
list.
bros who they have YouTube pages dedicated to what to expect on people's OnlyFans. Like they'll be like, "Oh, we paid for so and so." They're all. This is the name of the videos. We paid for so and so's OnlyFans, so you didn't have to. Here's what to expect. It's like, what the fuck world are we in? It's like, here's what to expect on Pornhub, so you don't have to go on it. It's like, yeah, we know what to
Why
expect.
am I watching dudes who watch porn?
I know. Why is it hilarious?
Damn.
Fuck.
Okay.
I know.
Next one, drop shippers. Euthanize, dude.
I can push back on that.
Drop shippers? No.
Why? What's wrong? What? You don't even see them. They're selling you shit on Amazon.
But it's like
People who make YouTube channels about drop shipping see.
it's just that culture. I
Yeah.
don't, you know.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
I just don't like, as a guy who works like a real job, you know, I hate
Yeah,
these
yeah.
like fake job things. And it's
Yeah.
like, I was making no money and now I make $4 billion in drop shipping.
Selling
and it's like,
bracelets on
Yeah.
Amazon.
And I'm
I
like,
agree with
I
you.
don't. I'm sorry. See you.
I know.
See you later.
I hate them. I'm jealous.
You respect-
I'm
yeah,
not
okay.
gonna act like I'm not jealous that
Okay.
they're making like $2 million doing nothing.
But like, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot. Like you see, like
I don't believe them either.
I don't believe him, dude. And everybody's now on Instagram with like salary transparency, and I'm like, no motherfucking way.
No
way. And it's
about-
like you're contributing, and it's like, no way you're making that fucking cash, dude. No way.
How about this? Anybody who sells a course online, see ya, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like Grant Cardone, see ya,
That was your
dude.
boy, dude.
No, I bought his little real estate book because I thought it was going to give me something instead of being like, here's the book, pay for my course. I thought I just bought the
Dude,
book.
courses do, man. And it's like, you know what I hate about? I feel the pushback that you felt on the dropshippers on the courses.
Well, because you did one of the courses.
I've done a course, yeah. And it's
but
like,
your course was different. The guy wasn't like a famous social media guy. Like, dude, like fucking Andrew Tate has
Oh, yeah,
Top
yeah.
G University or whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
yeah.
Like that shit, it's ridiculous. Like when I go on
anybody
YouTube,
who pays for that, euthanize.
anybody, yeah, I mean, everybody who pays for
Anybody
it.
who gives Andrew Tate money, euthanize.
But we've also been at the age where those are enticing. Like, but like,
I have.
I'm past
You
that now.
would have paid for Andrew Tate in your prime,
Maybe. I'm not going to say I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have.
I would never now.
Right.
But maybe, I don't know. I was very impressionable. Like, people are impressionable. That's the problem. That's why I think they're on the list. Like, dude, when I go on YouTube, half of the ads are like, oh, I used to just trade stocks, like, and now I have this thing that does it for me. Sign up for my course and I'll teach you how. It's like, you're fucking 19.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That shit.
See you later. See ya.
ya.
And the last one is Bad Baby.
Yeah, just her.
She makes too much money.
individual. Yeah, fuck her, bro.
That was supposed to be a joke and a tag from the back because it was like the guys who pay, you know.
Oh, for the only
If
thing?
you have to explain it,
Yeah,
you know,
it wasn't.
I have to work on it. This is something
I
I've just.
I agree with Bad Baby though. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. I was just that one's not. I don't even care that she's making her money. I was just doing that one specifically to
What do you think
to
about
tag
James
it.
Corden?
That fat pussy. That's a joke from Ricky Gervais. Did that at.
Oh yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about him?
Apparently that story came out that he was a monster in
To that
to a restaurant
guy?
But carpool karaoke slaps. Dude,
slaps.
carpool karaoke slaps.
It slaps, and I've been seeing his the fill your guts or spill your guts. They slap too.
Oh, really?
You know what they are?
I don't know.
Like they'll have like it's a rotating table of like gross shit, like a tarantula, like a dried tarantula, like bull penis, fish eyeballs,
Right.
And they'll ask you like a fucked up question. You have to either eat the
Eat
thing
it
or
or-
answer the question, and they're hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
But like. I like same with the daytime television guy. It's like I would put Jimmy Kimmel on that list too. Like
Late
see
night.
ya.
Yeah, dude, late night TV is I just don't I'm
Like I don't. Wanna
I'm a very real person. I
Yeah.
pride myself in like keeping it fucking real.
Yeah.
And there's so much more. I just thought it was like we're young, so it's like you're into these trends and you're into everything. We all used to wear Livestrong and this and everyone had a BlackBerry and everybody's still following trends and it feels like nobody thinks for themselves and it just frustrates me because I'm like we're getting older now. Like think for your fucking self,
Right.
But everybody's brainwashed and just take them out.
I agree, but this comes back to what we've talked about pretty much every episode since it happened, and we're just slowly becoming bitter old fucks.
Yeah.
And I feel it like I consciously feel my bitter old fuck in me. Like that's why I was saying like your baby self or your inner child. I gotta find that guy because I'm an old cunt at the moment.
Oh,
I'm a little cunty.
we should do some shrooms, man.
I'm in.
All right, cool.
Sounds
Let's
sick.
leave it there. What do you say?
True.
Have a lovely month or so. We'll see you soon. It's good to be back. Thanks for the feedback. If you've been hitting us up, and keep spreading the word.
Yeah,
2023,
please.
big year, baby.
Huge year.
Peace.
Love y'all.